Hello everyone, my name is eDogs and welcome back to this channel. First, before we start this review, I'd like to give a thanks to Nielsen Lirio and Luis Carlos for joining this channel and subscribing. I hope you like what you see in the upcoming days because I have something very special planned. But let's get into this particular video. This is going to be a versus video. As you can see, we're going to put the Transformers Earthrise War for Cybertron Trilogy Arcee up against the Takara Tomy, which is made by Takara, Legends Class number 10 Arcee, which is also the 30th anniversary figure from 2014, I believe, and the new one is from 2020. So first we're going to do is take a look at the box. We're going to take, and as you see, this is the more typical box that you mostly see in a Target or Walgreens or a Walmart. But here we have the front of the box. It's the darker version. We have Arcee over here. It doesn't say Autobot Arcee, but it's okay. We have Transformers letters on the side of the box. We have the generation symbol up here. On this side of the box, we have the regular gallery of characters with the art falling to Earth. And then on the back of the box, we have Arcee on her flying, I don't know what you're going to call this, sled or surfboard, if you will. And we have her in her Cybertronian car mode. On this side of the box, we have her on her surfboard shooting off to the right, I believe. And then you have the top of the box. Put that back there. As for the Takara version, it's pretty much the opposite of what you saw on that side. You have the red on this side, Transformers letters on white on that side. You have Arcee on the bottom right corner. Takara told me there. 30th anniversary. We have a different pose compared to this one. I'm not sure how that's coming across there, but she's shooting off to her left on the older box. We have the back of the box where we have her in the robot mode. We have the car mode again. And then we have half her body on this side, and that is actually why they did that. And then on the top of the box, we have her, well, I should say one half of her on the top of the box. So yeah, there you go for that. So we're going to start with the Takara version. And we're going to go through that, and we're going to get a more close-up view of both of the figures as we go. So here is the Takara version. It is a deluxe, same as the new one, but these are much slightly taller, and they're a little bit more, I don't know, they have more what's the correct word for them, mass. They have more mass than the old one. So here she is. I got her in this one pose, and she's very nice. You know, she has pink, has a traditional pink on the chest. She has a darker pink for the Autobot symbol. You could probably say that's red if you wanted to. She has light piping. She has the pink blush on her face. This is the side view. She has this dark gray on the ankle, so what, her feet are white. The thighs are white. The only thing that's broken into different colors is the lower part of her shorts, and we have this gray here where her pelvis is. I should say her belly button is right there, and we have some more right there. Underneath the head is white. We're in the neck region, and the rest of the head is white. On the back, we have mostly pink. For the front of the car, we have this, I want to say that's air intake. Could be an intake vent or something like that, but that's painted in white. And the front is painted white and silver. We'll get a much closer look once we get it into vehicle mode. As for this one, and she's normally not this tough to stand. As for this one, it's a lighter color, pink, red Autobot symbol there, a much lighter gray around the belly button, picked out in pink on the shorts and the top. She has more pink on the shoulders, the forearms. We have it on the knees, the feet, the backpack, same thing, different design a little bit here. We'll get into comparisons later on as we go along. Now she has this gun. It's a transparent, I wouldn't say it's that transparent. It's more like a cloudy, transparent gun that she has there. And as for this one, she has more than one accessory. I'm going to take this off. And she has this gray gun that fits in both hands. It's a little bit bigger than the Earthrise gun, as you can see. Now, the one thing here is that they meant to have this plugged into the side of the newer version, but I believe somebody had forgotten to put something there, or maybe somebody didn't get the memo, or they just didn't feel like putting a hole here on the left as a holster, some kind of deal like that. I'm not exactly sure, but this is meant to do something. It's meant to go someplace. So there you go for that. Her other two things are these green swords, if you will. The Transformers can form any weapons they choose out of their Energon resources that they have built into themselves. So they could just manufacture any weapon they choose. So these go into her hands, and they also go into the vehicle mode, which we'll get to in a moment. Put these on the other side. Now, if they don't fit for you, I've seen somebody take a little razor and they cut out like this piece of plastic right here, and they fit much better. So I'm having a little trouble with this side. So yeah, there we go. So you can cut that piece of plastic out, and you can kind of just do it yourself kind of deal. And you can have these swords as her other weapon, like that. Take these off, and that is it. Articulation, almost the same. You have 360 degrees on the head because of the transformation on the Earthrise version. The arms go about that high until it hits the backpack, and that low until it hits the backpack. You have bicep swivel. You have thigh swivel because of the transformation. It will move up here, and it's also supposed to move at the lower, or I should say midpoint of the thigh. The legs go about that much. Knees go about this far, so this will be, that will be 90, and you go all the way back, it's more than 90, but that is for the transformation as well. Feet go back and forward. That's for the transformation, but you can still use it in this mode. Waist articulation, 360 degrees, which is a plus from the older model, I should say. And the same thing on that side, goes this far back on the arm, this far forward. Outwards, you get about that much outwards. The hands go in and out for some reason. They can go in this far and or that far. Legs goes about this far on the upper thigh, and the lower leg gets you all the way back here. You can move the foot if you needed to go across a little further back. And that is about it for the Earthrise version. We'll come back. Now on the Legend Class version, since it's a much bigger figure, she still has 360 degrees. It's a little loose, but it's all right. You got the arms are on the ball joint, and they go about that far. That's as far as you're gonna get. If you go any farther than that, it's gonna pop off. Bicep swivel, of course. The hands do not move in and out, but they do bend at the elbow. Did I use that? More than 90 degrees on the elbow. Let me just double check real quick. Is that the same? No. This deluxe version has more way on the elbow. Yeah, this one just stops right there. So this one has a slight advantage in that department. No waist articulation due to the transformation. There is thigh swivel. You can get it up this far on the leg, but that's also because of the transformation. You can get it all the way back because of transformation like that. We have rotation at the upper knee section. Since we got a leg up here, we'll bring this down, and that is about as far as you're going to get. This more than 90 degrees, but this one has the advantage because of the transformation, so she gets a point for that. Feet can go all the way back because of transformation, and that far forward. So you still have a range of motion on the feet. You bring this in, that's because of the transformation there. Arm goes about that far back and that far back. Outwards, you've seen it before on the other side. That's about it. Something just popped off. I don't think it's important or anything like that. So legs, outward movement on the legs, that's about it. That's all you're gonna get. Backwards on the leg, that's as far as you're gonna go. And you can bring this all the way back like that. There you go. Now Arcee is just not a pretty face. Arcee is a ruthless and deadly warrior who is an expert in hand-to-hand combat and is one of the best sharpshooters on record. So she ain't messing around. She's not messing around. So we have some comparisons, but we're gonna wait until we get back into the robot mode. The other thing I forgot to show you off for the Earthrise, now she's normally not this difficult standing, is this backpack. Now she can stand on this. There's a peg here and then this peg there. There's two holes in the feet. Normally I don't put her on here, but I'm just going to demonstrate it for this particular video. And there's one more copy of her I have to get my hands on. And you can have her pose any way you want. It's okay. This is just a generic, you know, throw together. I'm not really trying to pose it on here, but you still need a stand to put this on if you want the full effect of this flying around in your collection. So we're going to take that off, and we're going to plug this back onto her back. There's a door here, and all we got to do is plug that in. Make sure this is out. Something's going to happen, and he's going to plug this back in. We have to plug this in. Like so. Gotta bring this out just a little bit, and we need to turn it around so we can start at the beginning. And there we go. To give you one more comparison before we start. Here is Alita 1. You can tell the color difference. They're the same height because they're in the same class, deluxe size class. And we're going to slowly build Alita's 1's resistant team that she had on Cybertron. So we need one more color of these girls to complete the 3, and then we have to get the other 3, which is in Titans Returns, I believe. So hold on, we're going to have more girls on the show. So we're going to take this away, and we are going to start the transformation on the Legends class. But before I do, I totally forgot her signature gun here, her pink blaster. And again, like I was saying, that gun is supposed to go somewhere. This gun could go on the side of her leg. It takes a little doing, but it goes there. So you can have it like that. So we'll show it off the swords once we get into the vehicle mode. So the transformation on this, like I was saying before, is much easier than this. And the reason why that is because they split her down the middle, and the legs transform in a different way. There's more clearance over going around the figure. But there is one small thing that is missing that this one does have. So I'm gonna just go through it. So you want to split this in half. There's a little seam here. You can get in here and just bring this up. And while you're doing that, you just unlock this piece. You have to unlock this back piece, and you bring it up like that. And you can keep a face just like this and just flip it all the way around, and it claps in, right? And this is where her head is stored in the vehicle mode, where her head doesn't disappear or anything. It just turns around. Another thing I like is the arms are on a ball joint, and you can bring these in like so. We're going to face it this way. Same thing on that side. We're going to face it this way. We're going to keep it just like that. Next, we are going to bring this backpack out. And it's going to fold into place like so. And these is going to collapse this way, but we need to fix the legs first. So you want to bring this down right there. no further. Bring the legs out. You want to bring them around so it's like this. Now these wheels will move according to where the legs are positioned. So you want to have it like this. You want to bring up the foot until it snaps into place, and you want to just fit it under here. And there's a little thing here that will grip onto it so it stays up here. Like so. Now take this piece right here, you can bring this down to hide the face. I should say hide the head. Same thing on the other side. Let's bring this all the way around. And you want to bring the heel backwards and it snaps into place. You want to bring it inwards. And this is going to snap in that little crevice right here. There's a piece right here, a piece of plastic right there. It's going to snap in there like that. Now all we have to do is clip this into the back of the leg. See, let me try the other side. Sometimes you got to do adjustments. That's down. This is supposed to plug in the back of this leg. I'm not sure why it's not doing it. So let's see. And I think we got it. I think we got it. Yep, you have it. And there you have Arcee in her Cybertronian car mode. That is what they say what it is. Here it is from the front. Very nice. You can still see that little figure 8 in the body of the car. We have the front, which is painted in silver, where the headlights are supposed to be, broken up by the white. We have some gray here, broken up by this white here. I like the back, very nice. I wouldn't change anything other than, I don't know, maybe bringing this piece in pink and that piece in pink and just have that strip white. You have the back, you know, what is what it is. We still have some red tail lights there, back there. At least it's something. Now, you're supposed to take this gun and you plug it into this rectangular square and you mount these two hands onto there. So this way you have storage, but I'm not going to do it because Arcee and Alita 1, they're normally going to stay in robot mode anyway. Who knows? Now, if you bought the Masterpiece version, this is the mini Masterpiece version of that. So there are the same cues of the Masterpiece that are derived from this piece onto the new piece. So you have the dark gray seats, you have the white steering wheel, you have the dashboard, which is also gray. This doesn't come off. It's, you know, which is good, where this one does come off. Doesn't have any doors, which is probably the one thing that is missing. But if you care, or I should say if you don't care, then this is fine. This is fine. Masterpiece version has the doors. And since we're on the topic, I'm not sure why the Masterpiece doors are gray. They should have been the same color as pink to kind of mix it all together. That's just my opinion there. So, weapons, storage. So these guys can go on the side, these swords. can have it like that. The guns, if you wanted to, you could put these guns there. They don't really fit there, nor does the other ones. I mean, you could put that there if you want to. I don't think the gray one fits. You're supposed to plug it back here, like I said. Now, rolling. The rolling on this is much better than the new one. I should say that much. So we're going to move her out of this frame. A little slide there. The wheels are moving, or one of them is not moving, but it's all right. So we're going to put this off to the side. We're going to take these swords off and this gun off. And we're going to put this on the side. It's her turn. This is the Earthrise version. And what they have you to do is you could turn this head around. Do this first. Now this one doesn't have light piping like the Legend Class version. Next, we want to bring the backpack away from the body. What I like to do next is take the arms up as far as I can get it. Take the arms up, go in here, bring this piece out because it doesn't have enough clearance for being a smaller figure. Like so. Do the same thing on the other side. Get in here, bring that open like that. Bring the arms down. You get in here with your finger, you need to get this nose out. Like so. Next, you want to push down like that. Now, there's a peg on the inside of here. I'm going to show it real quick. We need to undo this like so. Since we're here, you can bring these out. Get in here, grab this door. Plug it into this little square right here. Turn it around. And it's going to lay like that. Now there's this piece right here. And it's going to plug into her backside. Her feet, I'm going to bring that up. Sorry, I'm going to bring it back. Sorry. Bring that back. And you need to turn them backwards on the lower bicep, or I should say the mid bicep. You need to turn it like that. Same thing on this side. Now, I just want to throw out a question. Why can't they duplicate the transformation from an older toy onto a newer toy? Because I sort of don't like the transformation on this one. And I'll show you why. Knees, I'm going to bring this up and they go about here. Right? We're going to come back to that. Same thing on that side. We're going to bring these knees up and they're going to go right there. Right? We need to plug her backside into this post so her waist won't move. And it's on this little slidey thing that's supposed to go into her back as well. So you have you gotta smush together until you get it. Have it like this, and then you want to move down. Now this is supposed to automorph that piece going down, and you can see it's still fighting me. It's in the right position. As you can see, this post is supposed to slide into that hole. Hold on, let me just see if I can do it off camera. Okay, I got it into place. That little post there didn't want to move at all. So yeah, so push it down like that, and this thing should pop into place, causing her hips not to move. So next we want to do is you need to fold down these arms, put it back there, fold down these arms, it's not supposed to turn, they're supposed to lay flat. And again, they're supposed to be up here, these legs. The legs are supposed to go like horizontally in this corner, and they're supposed to grab onto these little square things. So it takes a little doing to get it. I'm going to have to double check that in a second. So as you can see, it's not coming together as well as I thought. It's supposed to be like that. That's how it's supposed to be. Now, tusk, it's not really rolling or anything like that. It's more sliding, and that's the best I can do with this transformation. This gun go here, and you can see that coming down the road if you wanted to. So yeah, where you have this versus that. So yeah, so we're going to transform it back into the vehicle mode, robot mode, excuse me. Totally forgetting what I plan to say. Take this gun out. Unplug this. Turn this around. Turn the leg around. Bring this up. Take this piece right here, fold it inwards. Oh, before we do that, we need to pull this outwards. Okay, take this door right here, put this in flip the door in. Same thing on this side. And that is because this is too close to this piece right here. Yeah, might as well. Okay. The problem is this piece right here. Okay. Once you plug it into this thing, it's really difficult, and you gotta unplug it. Let's see if I can stick something in there. Oh, we got the door free. Might as well flip that back. Flip that inwards. And this is nice, and this is like really snug in here. Give me 1 second. Finally got it out. We're gonna turn this inwards like that. And we're gonna leave this off to the side. Next, we're going to bring this down like that. Since we got the room, we can bring this all the way back. Take the nose, bring it down. Bring the arms up. You can fold in these panels here. Like that. Bring the arms down. Turn the head. And there you have your RC all transformed back to where she was. Gotta bring this panel back. Just give her a gun. And there you go. That's one down. And one more to go. So we're going to go and transform this back. We do everything in reverse. This piece already came out, but just unplug the back like so. Bring the legs down like that. Bring the legs down. You want to turn like that. Bring it in because it's on this little piece right here. Like that. Do the same thing on that side. And you just push this in. Bring this piece up because it's plugged in. Bring this up. And you push this down, but we're not going to finish there. We're going to bring back this back panel. Like so. We're going to bring down the arms. Bring on the arms to the side. Bring this down, and it's going to loop over these little pegs that hold the shoulders in place. Right. Bring that in, smush this together. Take her head because it's on this little thing right here that plugs in to the back, and I think that's about it. Nope, gotta fix the feet. Bring the feet forward. Bring the feet forward. Let's get her weapons. We got this great gun. It's gonna go on this side. Now you can put the guns on the side of her her forearms if you wanted to. I'm not doing that. That doesn't look right. I'm gonna just put it in her hand normally. So bring her head down. Normally I have it like this. Her signature gun, you can go on this hole right here on the opposite side. Like that. Now the swords don't have any place for storage. You can just put it in her hands if you want to dual wield swords. Back here, I know that was going to fall out. If back here, you just want to flip this side. To complete the transformation, this goes back like that. So yeah. So there you go. That's how that looks. Or you're gonna have the two swords. So we're gonna have this here and do a side-by-side comparison. So you have the front, this side, the arms are different, forearms are different, legs are different. You have the backpack. Still have the windshield on the backpack on this one. Doesn't come off or anything, where you have the option to take the backpack off. The only other difference is the wheels should be here somewhere where these screws are at. And that's about it for that side. This side, this one is a little more cleaner backpack, where you have some of it still stuck up underneath the backpack on the side. Face, again, she has the pink blemish on the face, or should I say the pink blush on her face, where this one does not have that pink blush. And there you go for that. So let's bring in some comparisons. Reading some of the continuity for Arcee, she dated for a while, and then she got married, which I'm going to tell you that I never knew that. So we're gonna make sure. We're gonna put these two side by side. So first, we're gonna bring in Springer. Steady him for a while. And Ultra Magnus. Rodimus Prime, which I don't have at the given moment. And then there's something else that was really strange in the Transformers continuity of Arcee. It says that she is Galvatron's sister. I find that kind of crazy. More crazier than when we found that Megatron was really an Autobot in one of those comic books. One, I wouldn't say recent, but it's in one of the most recent comic books. We found out that he's an Autobot underneath the that hard shell that he has. So that's the comparison. Springer's a Voyager, and Ultra Magnus is a Beater. These both are deluxes. There was another character called Greenlight, who is a part of the Elita 1 Resistance. And she married one of the two. It's not confirmed yet. One of the characters' name is Alaron. Not familiar to his character. I believe he's a comic book character that I know nothing about. And Greenlight, which is one of the members of her team. So you have your pick on who she married. And that is how she becomes Rat Trap's aunt in the Beast Wars series. So this video is run a little bit long. I didn't expect it to go 46 minutes. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a like, subscribe. If you have any questions, comments, put it in the comment section. I do reply. The next characters we're going to be doing is Blue Streak, and then we're going to head back to Ultra Magnus, and then we're going to start the Kingdom series. We're going to go straight into Kingdom, and we're going to do all of those guys that I have in my possession. So again, if you enjoy this video, give it a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more because we have a lot for this weekend. I'm going to be testing out a live stream at a Walmart for a toy hunt to see how that goes, because I want to do a live stream for a different event this weekend. So see you in the next video.